All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Chaemiko versus Moon, taking place here on Echo Isle. Gonna go ahead and speed things up to 8 times speed, get the game underway. Chaemiko has spawned as the blue human player over here on the top right-hand side of the map, going Mountain King first. Moon, on the other hand, going Demon Hunter first over here on the top left. 2-minute mark just now hit as the heroes should be making their way out. Mountain King going to come out as well. And with the use of Lightning Shield, perhaps Stormbolt, we will see some action already here, ready to go. All right, Mountain King making its way down, going to make its way across Stormbolt onto the Geomancer. Geomancer casts slow, and that is the reason why you want to take it down first. With slow, all of a sudden your army is significantly weaker. It does less damage, and by dealing less damage, you end up taking more damage since you're not able to finish off the creep nearly as fast. All right, there goes that last unit there. Mountain King will be picking up a Pendant of Energy. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Ancient of War creeping alongside a Demon Hunter. Wow, that Ancient of War extremely low on life. Somehow able to, well, live and fight another day. Will need to eat a little bit more trees, though, as we see the game getting underway. Demon Hunter sitting at level 2, also having a Pendant of Energy. Not quite sure if the mounting or if the Demon Hunter needs that much mana, as it does become much more efficient as well later on. Mountain King gonna go ahead and finish off the remaining Null Poachers here, stay at level 2, and we are now following it up with another Militia call, perhaps to try and clear out the creep camp here. Chaemiko looks like he's going to be going for a fast expansion attempt. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter, where is that Ancient of War, slowly regenerating those hit points. Going to be finishing off this 5-3-3 creep camp himself and setting up an expansion of his own. Moon, known for setting up expansions, as the Militia going to join in on the fight. 4 Soul Trappers will get finished off just as the Militia lose their time. Blythe, you can take a look at it. There goes the 4 Soul Trappers, and the Militia should be transforming right about now. Low hit point, well, Peasant needs to back away as the Ogre Magi gets taken down. Claws of Attack +6 being left behind. That actually is a little bit of a surprise. And why would you even leave that behind right there? It is still extra damage, as we are looking at a Forest Troll Berserker who was hired from the enemy mercenary camp. All right, Footman getting finished off over here. Tree of Life suffering a bit of damage. Demon Hunter taking a little bit of damage as well. Mountain King may try and be looking to do a bit of damage. Let's take a look. Are we going to see a Stormbolt? Yes, we are. There it goes. Down it goes, as the Demon Hunter is extremely low on hit points and will have to, well, play a very dangerous game. All right, Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, Mountain King gonna try and look for that one particular Demon Hunter. Meanwhile, the Mountain King is still wandering around pretty freely, as we are looking at, well, the Ancient of War creeping away from all of the action. Mountain King gonna go ahead and Stormbolt. Are you gonna see a Stormbolt? Yes, you are. Demon Hunter now down to, well, getting the Demon Hunter down 64. There's one mana burn. Mountain King should be able to get off another Stormbolt right here. Let's take a look at it. Demon Hunter trying to run away. There's the Stormbolt burning the Scroll of Town portal. And, well, it at least doesn't give the experience, as the Demon Hunter will be, well, needing to heal back up, drains these Moonwells. 2 of the Moonwells are now pretty much bone empty, bone dry, and it also gives the Mountain King some precious time to clear out some difficult creep camps. Forest Troll Berserker going to get taken down. There it goes. Mountain King going to stay at level 3. He needs to find a way to heal up, though, as I still do not see an Arcane Vault. Tier 1 on both sides. Oh, actually, no. Tree of Ages coming in from Moon. Moon canceled his expansion, and now when Tree of Ages, are we going to see a Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter? Yeah, Demon Hunter now going to perhaps try and get a surround there. They're unable to do so. Not quite sure what that was. Chaemiko now out of mana, and this is where the battle really is going to start to favor, well, the Demon Hunter and the Panda. Moon is just going to be in a good spot. He's going to be able to constantly mana burn. If he's able to Breath of Fire, perhaps down to another Forest Troll Shadow Priest, that could be enough, as the Panda now goes after the creep camps here. Demon Hunter sitting on about half life. Meanwhile, Arcane Vault getting added. Scout Tower is right here, upgrading to Arcane Tower. Mountain King could have picked up what the Claws of Attack +6. He should be doing that now. There you go. And he may decide to sell that item a little bit later. Well, Pendant of Energy on the Panda. Panda already up to 375 mana. That extra 2 breaths of fire could cause some major problems until Spellbreakers are out onto the field. Chaemiko, waiting for tier 2, already has the Arcane Vault, just needs the Arcane Sanctums once he reaches tier 2 to try and deal with this panda. And this is a rather strange spot for Chaemiko. Chaemiko knows that he's going to start to fall behind in terms of army, but he also doesn't want to invest in footmen. Footmen are just going to become slaughter, and the window of opportunity to use them is just going to be far too low. All right, meanwhile, let's take a look at this. Down goes the Demon Hunter. A beautiful Stormbolt finishes off the Demon Hunter, or does enough damage as the Mountain King gets up to level 4. A little bit of a lucky break there from the Forest Troll Trapper ensnares. There is another bash as well, followed by another bash. Sells some item and picks up an additional Pendant of Energy. Mountain King with over 600 mana at level 4, but only sitting at 97 mana right now. Perhaps if he can drop that item or give the mana, go for Blood Mage, give the Pendant of Energies to the Blood Mage, have the Blood Mage cast a Siphon mana into the Mountain King, and then the Mountain King, well, just comes back around and gets them later on. That would actually be a very nasty 1-2 punch, as the Mountain King, well, looks to try and, yes, bash down a Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Footman, however, going to have a difficult time dealing with these Dryads. Dryads with slow poison and piercing damage going up against Footman, even with Defend. Well, it is difficult to retreat. Mountain King still wandering around down across over here. Could perhaps try and get some damage, perhaps bashing that panda. 72 mana lost right there as the Mountain King says, you know what, I really don't want to be here. Let me get out of here. And he is just going to make a quick bolt and get out of town. Tier 2, it is going to be Archmage. Now, Chaemiko going for Archmage instead of the Blood Mage mana battery strategy, as I originally thought could be the possibility. And Chaemiko with an 11 supply advantage over his opponent. Moon, however, about to establish up an expansion of his own, will be up and running. He's had his, well, second hero longer, and his second hero is already at tier 2, as opposed to the Archmage, who is just now getting created. Dual Arcane Sanctums getting added in as well, as the Dryads are going to look to try and put pressure onto that Mountain King. Mountain King already down to sub 500 hit points, needs to back away. Dual towers here ready to protect as the Archmage. Where is it going? Archmage is now going to go ahead and rejoin. Is it going to give some of those pendants to the Archmage? No, it's not going to give any of the pendants to the Archmage, but the Archmage does go for Brilliance Aura first, meaning that Mountain King should be good on mana for quite some time. All right, here you go. There's the engagement. Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter losing some hit points, but not really together all that worried. Meanwhile, Mountain King is still right there. We may be looking at another Stormbolt here in just a moment. Archmage not going to be able to drop any Water Elementals since, well, it is Brilliance Aura first, as we mentioned earlier, and the battle is still going across here. Nightcrawler going to get taken down. Down it goes. Tome of Intelligence by the Mountain King. Mountain King, one bright dude. Well, 22 intelligence, but with those pendants of energy, a very strong spellcaster with a very strong ability. Chaemiko sitting at 59 over 60. Moon sitting at 48 over 50. He's holding the economic advantage with an 11 supply smaller army. But if Moon is able to perhaps get into 49 over 70 supply and then quickly get into 70, he should be fine. He's trying to get all of the necessary research now. He's trying to spend his gold wisely, and then rightly so, have the right army when the time comes. Chaemiko sitting at 66 supply over 66, needs to get some more farms as well. There's those dual farms there. More training going to get added in, and we could be getting perhaps riflemen and more casters. There it is. Archmage sitting at level 1 will get to level 2. Riflemen 1 or 0 upgrades. We are going for level 1 weapons upgrade on range, on gunpowder, level 1 weapon upgrade on swords, and also the armor upgrades, the metal armor upgrades for those footmen and knights. Mountain King teleporting back. Let's take a look. What is he going to do? He's going to drop the Circlet of Nobility, use a Clarity Potion. Seeing at 465 mana, is the Archmage, does he also have a pendant? Yes, he also has a pendant as well. So Archmage also has a pendant here. Is he going to pick up the Circlet of Nobility? I do believe so. Up to 510 mana. As the Mountain King also at 465 should be ready to move forward and then just put a lot of pressure on Moon, who is now sitting at 60 over 70 supply. Demon Hunter here, ready to go. Chaemiko slowly pushing into the mid-70s with his overall supply. Militia now being called over to join in on the fight as well, and this is going to be key. All of these peasants, well, they're not going to really be able to get there onto the other side in a militia state of mind, but they will be able to perhaps build an arcane vault and some towers. Mountain King shows up to the party and says, "There's no one for me to bolt." Ancient of War down to 78 supply. Archmage sitting at level 2. You're going to take a look. Peasants are all right here. Towers may be positioned here far enough forward where there's going to be a problem. Lumber Mill getting added. And there you also see an illusion right there. Stormbolt onto the Panda. Mana Burn onto the middle one right there. Archmage with Blizzard trying to blizzard down some of those units as they are going to be forced to retreat back. There is another Mana Burn again. Breath of Fire finishing off many units. One low hit point peasant in the front line. Not really worrying about anything, knowing that, well, everything is just an illusion. Mountain King sitting at level 4. Archmage, level 1 Brilliant Aura. Let's take a look. More damage being pushed on through here. Low hit point illusions getting finished off. Moon is going to be in trouble. Is going to be able to fight this back off as a Stormbolt goes down, followed up by a Blizzard. Units are now trying to head back here. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, followed by a Roar. And Moon's army is still rather large. Meanwhile, Ancient of War about to get taken down to 7 hit points. There it goes, now taken down as the Spellbreakers and the remaining units now need to back up. All right, let's take a look at this. A lot of low hit point bears. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter is sitting at 328 hit points, needs to use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability to stay alive. Meanwhile, the Archmage is also not targeting the proper units right now. Mountain King could easily get another kill. There's a Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter could be in some big trouble right. Breath of Fire blows it over as, well, more units get finished off. There goes a bear, though. Archmage now teleports out, but it really feels like Chaemiko lost that battle just because of lack of focus fire. You can see all of this damage across multiple units, and, well, all of that damage, if it was just focused onto 1 or 2 units, 2 more bears would be lost, and that is the difference between the 2 supplies right now. 80 supply compared to 72. Mountain King also going for a Tome of Retraining. Interestingly enough, Archmage sitting at level 2 is perhaps it should be using a Clarity Potion. Not quite sure why it hasn't. There's the Tome of Retraining now. And what is it going to go for? Is it going to go for a Clap instead? That is a viable possibility, but the Mountain King really needs a lot more mana in order to effectively use Clap. Archmage gets up to level 3, level 2 Brilliant Aura. No, level 1 Brilliant Aura still in play. The level 2 Blizzard instead. 75 supply compared to 78. All right, let's take a look. Druids of the Claw joining in on the fight. Going to be going after these creeps over here on the top left. Everyone is sitting on 2 bases. Everyone is building up the perfect army, trying to have a nice maxed out army. 1-1 upgrades on the Spellbreakers. Soon to be 1-0 or 2-0 upgrades on the Riflemen, as the Riflemen are, well, going to be in that back line, hopefully trying to focus down some of those units. Another Circlet of Nobility. Let's take a look. Claws of Attack +9, +4. That Archmage does have some monster stats right now, as the Mountain King is ready to run on out. Where is he going to perhaps go next? Demon Hunter sitting at level 4. Is he going to end up revealing himself? Mountain King is still right here, sitting at 700 hit points, but with no easy heal. Doesn't really want to venture forth. All right, we're going to see a Scroll of Regeneration. There's another Clarity Potion again. No Scroll of wait, nope. There is a little bit of healing, and the Mountain King is ready to go once again. All right, remember, he did retrain, so Thunderclap is going to be the key. And if he can Thunderclap these bears multiple times, Even 2 thunderclaps followed up with subsequent blizzards. The Archmage with that level 2 blizzard should be more than adequate in addition to the thunderclap to really deal some major damage across all of these 960 hit point Druids of the Claw.
A player's forces are under attack.
Militia will be here, ready to go in just a moment. Mountain King now venturing forth. Moon sitting at 78 compared to Chaemiko's 80. Both sides trying to have the proper army composition. Riflemen are 2-0 upgrade, and I don't see any upgrades as of yet. No, level 2 armor upgrades for the Footmen and the Spellbreakers, as a new Arcane Vault is getting constructed in this forward position here. All right, Mountain King is going to try and make a play here. There's invisibility. And all of these units. Let's take a look. Big thunderclap across multiple units. Stormbolt following up onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter most likely going to try and mana burn this Mountain King. Mountain King, oh, another big thunderclap right there. Blizzard now raining down. Blizzard clap causing some major issues, but the Fairy Dragons causing problems in and of themselves, making it difficult to focus down those units. Multiple Druids of the Claw are in the red. Demon Hunter is also in the red, but didn't have enough gas in the tank to finish those units off. 77 supply compared to 72. As well, things are now going to look like they're going to slow down a bit. Chaemiko is not moving out as of yet, and just now finished his level 2 armor upgrades for his Spellbreakers and Footmen if he tries to train anymore. All right. Peasants all here, ready to go. Altar of Kings, 77 over 84 supply. Archmage is going to be here in just a second. Double Pendant of Energy. Drop them both. Use the Potion of Mana, or give them both to the Archmage. Archmage going to try and get more mana. There you go. Back in, ready to go. Up to almost 600 mana. And that Mountain King at level 5 is going to be dealing some major damage with those Stormbolts. Rejuvenation's being used once more. Let's take a look. Main army now making its way over. Archmage sitting at level 3. Mountain King sitting at level 5. Riflemen, Spellbreakers all here, ready to go next. All right. Fairy Dragons poking onto the barracks. All right, Bears are here. Dryads are all here. That Rifleman, what is it doing? It's just trying to run its way out. And it's, well, buying some precious time, absorbing damage, as the main units are going to militia, are going to come out here and engage. Demon Hunter finally engages against those units. Breath of Fire to try to finish off some of those units as well. Blizzard now being brought forward. There's a Thunderclap, but it doesn't really hit much of anything. Mountain King is still right here. Let's take a look. There is a, well, it looked like there was a disenchant. There is a Thunderclap. There goes the Panda Bear. Panda now getting taken out. Scroll of Healing trying to keep more units alive. Let's take a look. Mountain King deceptively has a good amount of mana. You can see it once again. Back up to 279. Gets mana burn for all of his efforts. And what is going on here? Just go back around, finish up those units. There you go. Are we going to see that low hit point Druid of the Claw get finished off as well? Trying to finish off some of those units. How did you lose? Or how did you not going to be finishing off those bears? But the, well, Demon Hunter also lost as well. 2 bears. Or 2 bears and 2 heroes lost by Moon, who is now down to 74 supply. Staff Preservation saves him. Panda is now back in play, and perhaps they will be able to use the extra gold that they saved up to launch an effective counterattack. Chaemiko may be overestimating his chances in that next battle, not expecting his opponent to have the Panda and the Demon Hunter back already, as the Fairy Dragons, Dryads, and Bears are going to finish off this barracks. Down across over here, Tree of Life, 80 over 90 supply. Moon getting back up into the comfortable territory. Going to use Blizzard as well, as the Mountain King, well, is going to finish off this Tree of Life. No amount of repair will really keep it alive, knowing that there's a level 5 Mountain King nearby, in addition to a oh, there you go. There's a big clap there. finishing off all those units. Scroll of Town Portal now trying to head back. Where is it going to land? There it goes. Lands right behind those units. There goes a Druid of the Claw, getting there a split second late and getting finished off again. All right, Paladin out onto the field. Holy Light, Inner Fire, Invisible. Over 1,000 hit points, over 600 mana with some powerful items to boot. The Mountain King is going to be a one-stop shop to try and finish off. If that Mountain King does get lost, though, in the battle, its weight will be felt very deeply, as the Mountain King has really been the all-star of this matchup. Mountain King sitting at level 5, double Pendant of Energies. Well, really helping it out here. Mountain King getting ready in a position. We're going to see a Stormbolt. Demon Hunter mana burns onto the Archmage. Mountain King shows up to the party and says, you know what? I am going to go ahead and clap. Get some big damage there. There's some Blizzard as well. Mountain King should be using a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. There you have it. There you go. Going for another clap again. And the Spellbreakers could perhaps try and finish off the Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter with a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability doesn't look too tempting of a target. Mountain King seen at level 5 should be here ready to go once more. Mountain King going to get into that front position. There is another big clap followed by a mana burn onto the Mountain King. Mountain King could try and turn back around. Demon Hunter down to, well, 800 some odd hit points as it is trying to desperately get away again, losing a lot of mana at the hands of those Spellbreakers. 79 supply compared to 78. Chaemiko having a small, slight advantage. Hero-wise, I believe he has his third hero, which should give him a little bit of an advantage. If we see the Archmage is at 4 and the Mountain King is at 5. So, yeah, it is 5-4. It's a 4, I believe a 4-4. 4-4 non-existent. And, well, Chaemiko has the hero level advantage. 80 supply over 80, 79 supply over 80, 79 supply over 90. Chaemiko ready to go into high upkeep if necessary. Not quite sure if he really even needs to do that. Meanwhile, Sorceresses, Paladin on the move out once again, ready to do a lot of healing. Riflemen are 2-0 upgrades. Are we getting any additional upgrades? No, we are not. Are we at Castle? Yes, we are, hence the 3 heroes. As the Mountain King could get into a little bit of trouble here. All right, Mountain King now looking to back up, sitting at 600 some odd mana. Spellbreakers are going to be here ready to go. Hippogriffs perhaps going to try and engage. Sorceresses are all here ready to go again. The Rifleman army should be more than enough to deal with some of those units, and the Spellbreakers should minimize the effectiveness of that Breath of Fire, as the Spellbreakers will be removing much of the mana from the Panda while that ability is on cooldown. Militia now being called back forth again. Chaemiko bringing in the conga line of Militia to perhaps put some pressure down. Another peasant getting taken down there. Bears, many of them, causing some major problems, as we're going to be looking at the fight here ready to go. Mountain King going to get into position. Are we going to see a big thunderclap? There is a reveal. There's the Dust of Appearance. Mountain King says, dang it, I was revealed with the Dust of Appearance. Very, very smart, Moon, knowing what I was trying to do exactly. Lumber Mill now getting constructed here as well. It is just in a way, positioned in a way to where, well, Chaemiko will be able to gather lumber without really exposing his forces to the units. All right, Peasants looking to join in on the fight. Let's take a look. Druid of the Claw going to get taken down. Stormbolt on one. Mountain King could try and Stormbolt the other. Stormbolting the other would pretty much just leave it gone right there. There it goes. And Staff of Preservation from the Demon Hunter saves it once more. All right. The expansion, Entangled Goldmine, is already done. 5,100 some odd gold compared to 600. Only a minute left in mining over here at the natural expansion. And this maybe come down to economy. Who is able to keep their economy alive and running? And, well, it looks like Moon still has mining to do. All right, we only have 60 seconds left of mining, but Chaemiko is able to pull out ahead with the larger army and come away with the victory. As Moon is trying to come back, that would be a great reversal, as we are looking at the Panda, well, teleporting on his way out. No Tree of Ages here. Oh, Tree of Eternity is actually down all the way across over here now. No main mining here. So yeah, that Tree of Eternity has been down south for quite a bit of time. Can't believe I missed that. Meanwhile, you're going to see that this gold mine only has 58 seconds left of mining left. So Chaemiko is pretty much what you see is what you get. Ancient of War going to get shut down here. Is it going to even try to uproot? That is the question. It does uproot, going after the Paladin, but not going to really be able to do all that much. Meanwhile, Peasants getting caught amid transit once more. Demon Hunter, if it actually gets to level 5 off of these units, yes, gets to level 5 after a Sorceress goes down. He's able to get level 3 mana burn, and that's going to cause some serious issues as the Riflemen look to fight back. All right, back over here in the top left. Bears going straight inside the base. The Bears have very strong damage, 28 to 53 with that plus 10 damage, and that's not even accounting for some of the auras that human can offer that. Meanwhile, let's take a look back across here. Archmage, or Mountain King, getting up to level 6. Archmage sitting at 4. Paladin sitting at 1, almost level 2. Chaemiko ready to engage here. Dryads finishing off more and more units. Demon Hunter sitting at 5. It may become a base race here as the Bears are doing terrible damage to the natural or the main base. After Bear is destroying farms, Altar of Kings, and Arcane Sanctums with no real end in sight. Fairy Dragons show up to the party as well. Let's take a look. Archmage is going to try to make its way over down to 400 mana. Will most likely be dropping some water elementals here and trying to put pressure onto those units. Meanwhile, where is that Mountain King? Why can't I see the Mountain King? All right. Bears now coming across here, ready to gate. There is the Mountain King leading the charge in the back here. Are we going to perhaps see a bash here? Moon dealing a lot of damage. We're going to see a mana burn onto that unit as well. Stormbolt onto the bear again, perhaps. Staff of Preservation saves it. Stormbolt onto the panda. Panda, did he get teleported? It looks like he was teleported in time to avoid and dodge that Stormbolt. Paladin here, ready to go. 76 supply compared to 69. Moon has a little bit of an uphill battle as we're looking at Dryads going up against a lot of Spellbreakers. The Spellbreaker is going to be more than a match for that. 2 upgrades are here, ready to go. Meanwhile, back across here, it looks like it was only 1-0 upgrades for the Foot Soldiers. Or no, 2 upgrades as well. Spellbreakers also with 2 upgrades. I don't see a tech to tier 3 anywhere on either side. Also, Chaemiko's army is pretty much non-existent. What you see is what you get. Moon going to be getting into position here. Let's take a look. 2 minutes, 2 minute remaining on just being able to spot your opponent. Let's take a look. Active Arcane Sanctum will end up getting pressured. Meanwhile, back down to the south here. Well, no additional weapons upgrades. We're looking at 131 gold as the Bears are going to finish off these Arcane Sanctums. And with the Arcane Sanctums now almost gone, this could spell some problems. Spellbreakers, however, are going to turn back and try to give chase to these Bears. Bears move relatively slow, but fast enough in this instance to keep these units at bay until there's a favorable fighting position like right here. All right, let's take a look. Thunderclap, Blizzard across multiple units. Archmage, Mana Burn, in trouble. Breath of Fire, in trouble again. Mountain King, another Blizzard right there. And you can see that the Mountain King dealing so much damage is magic immune. Thunderclap finishing off more units again and again. Mana Burn onto the Archmage. Staff of Preservation saves. Stormbolt onto the Panda as we're going to get a surround onto that Panda here in just a moment. Mountain King down to 140. There's a Breath of Fire again. Are we going to see a Stormbolt? Yes, we will. Level 6 Mountain King with Stormbolt. Absolutely terrifying as there goes another Druid of the Claw, and another Druid of the Claw is going to bite the dust. All right, there goes another one as well. Mountain King has done its damage and really opened up this game here. The Dryads are not going to be able to win this by themselves. And I believe Moon will be throwing in the GG here momentarily, as well. The Mountain King now back to his regular self. Demon Hunter now making its way back over here to the left. Moonwell, some of them could end up just getting destroyed in just a second. Let's take a look now. Units making their way over to try and defend, well, what is a non-existent expansion. 570 gold, not even really worth it. Maybe perhaps to do a little bit of long distance mining, but the Paladin now out of position. This could potentially be very bad news. Mountain King shows up to the party, Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter quickly uses Staff of Preservation, or not Staff of Preservation, but quickly uses Potion of Invulnerability, Lesser Invulnerability, to try and fight back. Rifleman gonna go ahead and try to box out the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter looked like he was ready for a surround and was able to just, well, he looked like he was ready for the surround, but Moon was able to just, well, keep that guy alive for a little while longer. Chaemiko comes out with the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.